Hello kids, how are you all? Hope you will be awesome and doing well and be safe at your home with your family. We have already learned about food and feeding habits of animals. Today we are going to revise it again so that your concept will be clear and you will understand it very well. Myself Dobria Shilpa. It is of class 3. Subject is science and topic name is food and feeding habits of animals. As we are going to talk about food, the first question comes to our mind is, why do animals need food? The answer is, they need food to grow. It helps them to grow from baby to adult like us. From the food they get energy to do work and for movement. Animals also need food to stay healthy. So children, all animals need food to grow, to work and to stay healthy. Now the animals are divided into 3 groups based upon what they eat, and the groups are herbivorous animals, carnivorous animals and omnivorous animals. First is, what is herbivorous animals? Yes, herbivorous animal is that animal which eat only plants or parts of plant like leaves, fruits, flowers or branches. They are totally dependent on plants. Do you know which animals are herbivorous? Cow, horse, goat, giraffe, elephant and there are many more. These animals have wide flat teeth which help them to grind the plants. Next is carnivorous animal. These animals eat only flesh of other small animals. They hunt, kill and eat the other small animals like lion, tiger, cheetah, leopard are flesh-eating animals. There are some birds also like owl, hawk and vulture. They also eat flesh. Now the carnivorous animal have sharp front teeth which help them to tear up the flesh. But we know that birds do not have teeth. So how they tear their flesh? Children, they have strong claws and beaks for tearing flesh. And the third is omnivorous animals. These animals eat both plants and the flesh of other animal. They are the combination of herbivorous and carnivorous. We human beings are omnivorous. And animals like crow, pig, rat, bear are also omnivorous animals. These animals have wide flat back teeth to grind up plants and sharp front teeth for tearing flesh. Now other types of animals are pets and domestic animals. Pets are animals that we keep at our homes as friends. It is a great fun to have a pet, but we have to take good care of them to keep them healthy and happy. People like to keep dogs, cats, parrot, fish, turtle as their pets. Other is domestic animals. These animals we keep because they are useful to us. For example, cows and buffaloes gives us milk, sheep gives us wool, hen gives us egg and meat, donkey help us to carry load, horse is used for riding. So in this way, domestic animals help us in many ways. They do a lot of work for us. So it's our responsibility to feed them well. Animals like oxen, horse, donkey, camels carry load or work in the field. That's why they need energy giving food. So we should feed them oat and fodder to keep them healthy and active. Next topic is food chain. It means one living thing depends on another living thing for food and energy. You can see that one living thing is eating other living thing. Grass is eaten by grasshopper. Grasshopper is eaten by frog. Frog is eaten by snake. And snake is eaten by eagle. It forms a chain of food. Children, all animals depend directly or indirectly on plants for their food. So, a food chain always begins from plants. As we all know that different animals eat different type of food. That's why their feeding habits depend on the type of food they eat. They have special mouth structure according to their feeding habits. So let's go through it. Chewing the cud. In this, animals like cow and buffaloes first swallow grass without chewing it. After some time, they bring the swallowed food back to their mouth and chew it properly. This is called chewing the cud. Next is gnawing. Some animals like rats, rabbits and squirrel crack nuts with their long front teeth. This is called gnawing. These animals break the food into small pieces with the help of large grinding teeth at the back of their mouth. Lizard and snake have small teeth for grabbing and holding their prey. Their teeth are not strong to chew the food. That's why they swallow their whole food. Other is frog. It uses its long and sticky tongue to catch its prey. First, it shoots its tongue out to catch the prey and then it rolls the tongue back into the mouth to swallow them. Next is earthworm. It swallows soil which contains the remains of dead plants and animals. Fourth is sucking. Insects such as butterflies, mosquitoes and bees have a long, thin tube in their mouth. This tube is called proboscis, which helps them to suck their food. Animals like cats and dogs move their tongue in and out to drink water and milk. This is called lapping. Some carnivorous animals like lion and tiger have sharp front teeth to bite and hold their prey. They also have long and pointed teeth on the side to tear at flesh, and their strong back teeth help them to cut the food into thin pieces. We all have seen elephant. It uses its trunk to eat and drink. With the help of trunk, it uproot grass and tear off branches and put it into its mouth. In the same way, it drink water also. Now giraffe. It has a long neck which help them to reach tall trees and they easily eat the leaves of a tall tree. Now, have you seen a bird eating food? Children, birds also do not have teeth. That's why they swallow their food. They use their beaks to pick up the grains and then they swallow it. So, we have seen different types of animal according to their feeding habits and also the ways they eat their food. But the most important things for human being is that they have been taken care of. We all have to be kind and protective towards animals. Especially, we should take care of our pets and domestic animals. So let's see how we can take care of them. Every animals need to be taken good care. In this way, we show commitment towards them. If you treat them with love and compassion, they will also do the same toward us. Now, not only pets or domestic animals, but also wild animals should be taken care and must be protected. We should not kill or harm any animals. Always give fresh food and clean drinking water to them. You should give some healthy and of good quality food. Even the amount of food should be sufficient to them. This will make them healthy and energetic. We have to make sure that the shelter of our domestic animals is cleaned regularly, which provide them a comfortable, hygiene and healthy environment. Whenever your pet or domestic animals fall sick, you have to take them to vet who can treat them very well and make them active again. Regular bathing is a great way to care for our pets or domestic animals. Last is, we should be kind to all animals. Never be cruel to them, like hitting them or tying them up with ropes or chain. They can get violent if they are abused. They serve us best only if we love and take good care of them. So that's it. Once again, we have learned and revised the whole chapter. Hope you enjoyed it. Be kind to animals. Thank you.